Hello and welcome to episode 14 of Tight End Talk. Today I'm joined by the baseball varsity team underclassmen, led by Jonathan Morales, Nick Mace, and Nico Quiroz, along with head coach Dan Luisi. How you guys doing? Thanks for coming on.
Doing
Great,
good.
Pat.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you for having us on.
Danny, we had the seniors on earlier. Now we have the underclassmen on. What have these three players meant to the program?
I think it's important to reflect. We've been going through the 2020 class and highlighting a lot of our seniors, not only in baseball, but all of our student athletes and all of our great students. But it's also important to understand that our underclassmen lost the season too, and they lost that experience as well. And they're hurting just like our seniors are. So being able to highlight some of our underclassmen, I think is a great thing, to let them know that, I'm thinking of them, the athletic family's thinking of them, their teachers are thinking of them. So just to start, Jonathan's been a 3-year varsity player for me. The reason why I wanted him on here is because, I've seen him grow over the 3 years into not only a very good athlete, 2-sport athlete, potentially 3-sport athlete, but he's just really matured and turned into a leader, and a lot of things that I talk to our players about, I start to see him, expressing that and he understands it and grasps it and try to push it to his teammates and his classmates. And I think that's what leadership is about, doing things the right way and leading people to accomplish, individual and team goals. For Nick Mace, who's a sophomore, I had him on here and I asked him to be on here because I've seen him grow over the past year. He's been very committed to his craft. You always say if you want to be an exceptional person, you have to be dedicated and committed to your craft and always working to get better. And I've seen that, from Nick the past 2 years, but really this past year, I've seen him take that next step. And with my freshman, Nico Quiroz, it can be overwhelming, especially a lot of these freshmen. I mean, they haven't really had, for Nico, for example, he hasn't had a experience playing as a Titan student athlete yet, and this was going to be his first. And I was really excited for that because not only, Nico's a very good baseball player, we also have a lot of other freshmen that are really good baseball players. But the thing that separates Nico right now, for me, his maturity. Academically, I think over the first 3 quarters, he's had a 98 average. So not only do I know that I can count on him to take care of his schoolwork and do the things that he needs to do in order to be able to get out on the baseball field. So I'm extremely proud of all 3 of these players in their own different way. But I'm just happy that you are giving them the platform to kind of talk about their experience and what they're going through.
Also, now going into the student athletes, I know you guys are probably looking forward to playing the baseball season this year. What was your reaction when you heard the season was postponed? We'll start with John.
Yeah, the feeling was definitely upsetting. At first, I didn't realize that it was going to be canceled the whole season, but once that fully came out, definitely hit hard because junior year is a big year for baseball and getting looks, and even throughout the summer, and who knows what's going to happen with that. But it was definitely upsetting, but it's past me, and I got to look past it and try to get ready for next season.
Nico?
I was really disappointed when I found out that it was going to be canceled due to the circumstances. It was going to be my first year here playing, and I was really looking forward to that being the best experience of high school so far. And I felt bad for everyone in the program, especially the seniors, losing their last year, unfortunately. But I really wish that I could have got that, team bonding experience as a freshman and playing with my team. But unfortunately, that didn't happen this year.
And Nick?
It was definitely heartbreaking. All the work I put in, all the work the team put in this offseason, it was definitely a terrible way to end it, especially on this way. I felt bad for all the seniors that might not ever get a chance to play again, and it was definitely heartbreaking.
The nice part about baseball is you can play outside, you can throw the ball against the wall, maybe hit off a tee if you have one, and it's been nice out the last couple of weeks. What have you guys been doing to stay ready? And we'll start with Nico.
I recently purchased a hitting net, so I've been, and I have a tee, so I've been hitting into net whenever the weather holds up. So whenever it's nice out, I try to get out there, get at least 100 swings off the tee, and then I'll try to throw into it, work on mechanics and stuff like that for at least like an hour, 2 hours a day whenever it's nice out.
Very nice, Nick.
I've been trying to hit and throw every day, trying to get on the field whenever I can when the weather is nice. Trying to work out as much as I can, trying to go for runs whenever possible, and just trying to stay sharp for when we're able to play again.
And John.
Yeah, I've been trying to do as much as I could. Just recently, a few weeks ago, the batting range opened over here, so me and my dad have been there a few times. And unfortunately, I don't have a net or a tee in my backyard, but I try to do as much as I can. Try to go into the batting range, being that it just recently opened too.
Great to hear all you guys are staying involved, getting ready for that next baseball season. Moving over to the classroom, I'm sure it's been an adjustment for everyone to get used to online classes and the online learning platform. How has that been going? I'm going to start with Nick.
Online classes have definitely been challenging at times, but the teachers do a great job clearing anything up we need and always responding to any emails or confusion we have on any homework or assignment or when the classes are. So it's definitely been challenging sometimes, but teachers really hold their end up
Nico?
and help us.
Yeah, it's been difficult adjusting to the online classes because it's not as much as a student-teacher interaction. You really have to rely on just yourself getting all your work done. There's no one to push you to do it. So some days, like, you're getting more unmotivated than others. Like, there's some days I don't want to necessarily do my work, but you got to get it done. And sometimes assignments can be challenging without the help of a teacher. But I've been holding up pretty well. It's the teachers have also been doing a great job of communicating. It's just a little bit harder with, you have 40 kids in a class and there's only so much time during the day to set up Zooms for extra help or on top of just teaching your regular classes.
And John.
Yeah, I personally like it. I think it's much easier because I'm more of a visual learner, and instead of hearing a teacher explain it, I'd rather like her post like the slideshow of all the notes and like so I can visually learn that. So I like that much better. And yeah, the teachers are doing very well at explaining things when they can, even though sometimes it does get challenging. But I like the online classes because I get to visually learn it instead of hearing someone say it.
Now, you guys haven't been in the school for 4 years, but I'm sure you've made some great memories along the way. I know Nico, as a freshman, it's a very short time, but have you guys have a favorite memory at Holy Trinity? And we'll start with John.
Yeah, my favorite memory has got to be my sophomore year. It was a quarterfinal game in football against Moore Catholic, and it was a back and forth game the whole game. It was a very tough game for me and for all my teammates. And in the end, we came out with like a last-second game-winning touchdown, and it was definitely one of my favorite moments and a memory I'll never forget as a Titan.
Awesome. And Nico?
My favorite moment so far this year has to be the championship game for the basketball team when I went at Hofstra. Being in the student section with all my peers was just a really fun experience. Everybody cheering the team on, like kids that you see every day in the hallway. And it was just so much fun. Even though we lost, it was such a fun game. It went to overtime, and like everybody was just excited throughout the game. There was never a dull moment. That was by far my favorite experience so far this year.
Very nice. And Nick?
My favorite moment at Trinity is probably definitely the playoff game against St. Don last year. I was fortunate enough to be brought up by Coach Luisi the last couple of games, and even though I didn't play that much, I still soaked up the experience and I really experienced what it took to win games in this one of the best conferences on Long Island, and the work you have to actually put in to get there.
Now we're going to end on a two-part question. fortunately for you guys, you have another year, 2 or 3 at Holy Trinity to play baseball and have that tight end experience. What has this experience taught you, and what do you look forward to most next season? And we'll start with Nico.
This experience has taught me to definitely take nothing for granted and really play every game like it's your last, because you never know what can happen. Like, I don't think anyone expected this heading into their last game last year. So just never take anything for granted when you're on the baseball field or in the classroom or anything. And I'm really looking forward to just playing my first game as a Titan. I think that we'll come even more fired up next year and with more of a vengeance, especially because this happened and we didn't get to prove ourselves in the field this year. And I think that we'll make a really good run in the next upcoming years.
Nick?
This experience has taught me, like Nico said, to never take anything for granted, to always work hard every day as much as you can. And because you never know when your last swing will be or your last game will be. And what I'm looking forward to more next season is probably taking the field with my new teammates that I was hoping to play with this year, and hopefully going and getting a chance to win a championship next year.
And John?
It's taught me, it's very humbling for me, because I was looking forward to the season, but little things such as taking your last batting practice, taking your last ground ball, and it's like all of a sudden it's just gone. Cracking jokes at the end of practice, like it's just very humbling for me. And looking to next year, I'm looking forward to all the new kids that are coming into our program, because Coach Luisi does a great job with recruiting, and I'm looking forward to my senior year, having my best year of baseball played in high school, and looking forward to a great season.
I want to thank John, Nico, Nick, and Coach Luisi for coming on. And, guys, I look forward to watching you play with the Titans in the future. I appreciate you taking the time to talk, and this does it for episode 14 of Titan Talk. We look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.